Iasu Malagedo. Yeah. Yeah. So that was my Marlon Brando. Are you aware that Marlon Brando met a woman online back in the day and was introduced to Josh Brolin? Let's continue. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. Computer Love, part 66.
In today's online dating world, modern women like to complain that all men on dating apps are ugly. But the irony is, dating algorithms simply present those women with their most likely equivalents. So when those women say all the men they're looking at are ugly, they're actually looking in a mirror.
Where are you finding these men? Because on the dating apps, everyone's ugly.
How can you be balding and still ghost me?
I'm over it. I'm done with Hinge, I'm done with dating, and I'm done being discouraged because I'm so sorry everyone is atrociously ugly.
But I bet you guys are gonna go in my comments and be like, oh, you're chopped too. I'm not.
You gotta know who's on your level in terms of attraction.
I'm very hot, baby. And you don't have to tell me I'm ugly because I know I'm not.
In reality, you would cry of happiness if me or her or any of the women in her comment section touched you.
God, please, no!
You would cry of happiness.
No!
If me or her touched you.
No!
In what world we would be a match?
The chopped man epidemic is real.
Oh, geez. Where the fuck do I begin? Okay, so let's start off with the obvious. I'm gonna attack this from a guy's perspective. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna tell a story that I thought I never would have to tell, but I'm gonna tell it because I think it's important for guys to know. You know, not that I've ever been fooled, but at the same time, it's just. Judging by the last thing there, the last clip there. Listen, so I work security, for my 3 fans out there that already know that. In the beginning of the night, of course, you got to card people. You kind of get a sense of, who's of age or whatever. Sometimes you just have to card people. For the most part, card everybody just to be on the safe side, right? You never know. But I carded this one woman who came up to the bar, and it's winter. Everyone's wearing a winter coat and bundled up, whatever, right? And I asked her. I think some of you already know where I'm going with this, but because I couldn't really see with all the clothing and all that, whatever. I mean, you just never know. I mean, some people, you card people, and I honestly, I've carded people that are like probably close to 50. But again, they're petite, small. I mean, you never know, right? So I carded her, and and I said, okay, that's you, And then she said, thank you. And I said, have a good night. My point is, ladies and gentlemen, there are many, many obstacles, and again, it's not easier for women out there. I'm going to get to them in a bit, but for guys, it is just insane, okay? First off, we got to figure out if we go to a bar and, even if we're in the men's bathroom and we're standing next to the urinal, and even if somebody comes up next to us here, to the next urinal, which, by the way, let me just say this. There should be some kind of buffer zone when it comes to a urinal. I used to work with this guy, and literally he went up right next to me in the urinal, right? Like to the next urinal, whatever, right? And there's clearly like spaces down there. You gotta, go, it's like a buffer zone. You know what I mean? Like you gotta, one person used the urinal, this one's empty, use the next one. So this guy, takes a piss and he finishes before me. And he's still talking to me as he's taking a piss, which is kind of awkward anyway. And then at one point, he's done pissing. I'm still pissing. He leans on my urinal to talk to me. And I'm looking at him like, dude, what the fuck? Like, are you serious? Yeah. And like, he was just, I don't know, maybe he was a little, and whatever. But the point is, guys, we got to even worry about this situation right now. Not that I have anything wrong with it. I'm just pointing this out. Okay, I live in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It's cool. We got the parade here every year. Although I do find it fucking hilarious that the first time Ricky Martin came to Toronto, it was during the Gay Pride Parade. And this was before he came out. So, but then again, most of us already knew. But the point is, okay, guys, we got tons of challenges out there. And despite, all that, that I don't have a problem with, by the way. But I've been sort of catfished. I mean, like in a sense, I see people online. Like I'll talk to a woman, and I've literally talked to women online that send me like a picture from like 20 years ago. No bullshit. Like I'm 43. I talked to a woman one time that was like 40. She sends me a picture, and I swear to God, I thought she sent me like a picture of her like in like university or something like that. And I asked her, I said, like, how old is this picture? And she goes, oh yeah, that's when I went to school at the whatever. And I was like, are you fucking serious? Like, I mean, like, what are you gonna do with this? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's just fucking crazy. And like, some of them 5-10 years too, but 20, like, Jesus Christ, like, so. But again, the point is we all got a tough time here, okay? We really do. And like, honesty is one of the things that I really feel that you need with online dating. But at the same time, the irony is nobody fucking uses it. I mean, people are being ghosted like fucking crazy because they don't want to tell people, hey, look, you fat, bald fuck, I don't want to see you anymore. Which I'm going to be honest with you, I would appreciate that way more than, just disappearing. It's fucked up, man. That's psychotic. I mean, you just treat people like garbage and disappear. I mean, that's crazy. I've never ghosted anyone, as far as I know. But again, I mean, I like a lot of these women here. I mean, listen, I don't know what they've been through. Who the fuck knows? I mean, but at the same time, if you're gonna start calling guys ugly and saying, oh, you wish you could be with me and whatever, you've missed the point completely about online dating. And yes, I am aware of the irony that I use this podcast to complain about certain things. Fuck you. But the point is, at least I'm honest with it. Everything I say on this podcast is true. All these stories, all these things I see, they're absolutely true. Believe me, the stories would be a lot better. Some podcasts are better than others. But some podcasts, some are good, some are great, some are, what are you going to do? I mean, did you pay for this shit? So, okay, don't complain. So the point is, if you're going to use a free, dating app or, I mean, they all should be free. Like, I know some of them you got to pay and whatever, but like, don't even bother. And let's be honest, some of these dating apps, they use, fake bots, whatever. And I mean, I see some of the women on here. I mean, they're probably fresh off of OnlyFans or dating apps. They use, I mean, it looks like they use basically porcelain dolls. I mean, like, these women don't look real. I mean, they're AI as fuck. I mean, and again, I've lived in Toronto most of my life. You say you're from Toronto. I've never been downtown at the Yonge and Bloor and seen a palm tree. I mean, something's not adding up here. But the point is, I get it. If you want to complain, go ahead. But deep down, if you don't find somebody you like, don't worry about it. Okay, just move on. You're gonna find someone eventually. Hopefully. I mean, listen, I can't promise you shit, but at the same time, listen, eventually it'll happen. But at the same time, you gotta have more of an open attitude. I mean, you're like the odds of you finding a Prince Charming online is very fucking rare. Okay, it's like anything else. Okay. I've always said with online dating, it's free. Okay, so what you get what you pay for. So if you go on a site and you don't like what you see, well, there you go. I mean, you're not making the effort to go out like to a bar or club or meet people. It's you get what you pay for. Like, it is what it is. So stop complaining. You know what I mean? And if you don't meet someone you like, or oh, I can't believe this person dumped me. Think about it. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's that person. Maybe it's both. But take some time. Maybe take a few weeks off, a few months off, and just find out what you really want in life. And that's it. Stop blaming everybody else for your problems. That's all. All right? And that's coming from me. Jesus. So that says a lot. But the point is, just go out there and, have some fun, whatever. But know what you want and stop wasting people's time. That's all. That's all. You know what I mean? Sure you do. So, of course, on this beautiful podcast I like to, share some of my stories here, some of the profiles I come across, people I come across. In some cases, I have to use the word people loosely. And, let's go. But again, if you want to subscribe to the channel, it is at the Malaka Podcast 416. And if you're a Chuck Norris fan, like we all are, okay, because nobody beats Chuck, go to at the Chuck Norris channel, subscribe there too. And TikTok, they don't kick me off for the fourth time. No, how many is it? 1, 2, I think it's twice they've done it. Fuck them, I'm still here. So it's at the Malaka Podcast 647 for TikTok. There you go. Okay? And that's that. So, there's one profile I came across here. I'm a Christian woman. All right. So that already, scares the shit out of me, because it's either she's, Christian or Christian, if you know what I mean. With a bit of a geeky side. Okay, so she's Christian. Yes, I'm plus sized, but that doesn't define me. Of course not. Ladies and gentlemen, again, okay? The greatest thing about dating someone who's whatever, big, curvy, plump, fluffy, as the Gabriel Iglesias, is that his name? Yeah, he's a funny dude. There you go. That's it. That's it. We can all laugh and be fat at the same time, so, that's why I'm here. And again, I'd like to thank my 3 fans for the support over the years. But the point is, the greatest thing about going out with a bigger person is, there's lots of pluses. One of the main ones is, chances are they're going to pitch in for the meal. Because let's be honest, we go out to eat, okay? That's what we do. We're going to go out to eat, okay? And we're going to have some fun. Okay, hopefully, some fun later on. And then right after, we get to eat again. So it's great, and none of us are going to get cold because we're fat as fuck. And that's it. We're just going to, we're going to have a good time, That's it. Save money on blankets. It's going to be great. Please keep looking if you are only after a plus-sized woman for a hookup. Oh, God, there's such a good black joke there. The point is, some guys do like that. Me personally, I'm not going to lie. I'm not just saying that because I'm a bigger dude, but I prefer a curvy woman. I do. I remember one time I went on a date with a really, really skinny woman, and she was really fucked up. I actually talked about her one of my other Genius Computer Love podcasts there. But I remember one point I hugged her, and I felt like ribs, you know what I mean? And it felt weird, Usually, if I feel ribs, I'm working on type 1 diabetes, but it just didn't feel right, you know what I mean? So I've always liked a thicker woman. That's just me. So, but yeah, I'm sure she's seen her share of certain types of men. I'm assuming this is where this is going. And, hey, but like the person for them. That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's it. The more you know. Must have in the future or in a future partner. Oh, here's that classic list again. Okay, number 1, must love and follow Jesus. Oh, fuck. Okay, so this specific dating app I'm on is clearly not for her. She's not gonna find a dude on here. I go to Christian dating. I heard that's a thing. Yeah, this is 2025. This is going to be a very tough road for her. But yeah, hey, it could happen. It could happen. You never know. But chances are it won't. But that'll be a tough one. Number 2, must be single and not seeking a hookup. That's reasonable. That's true. Don't be a player and love JC. Okay. Number 3, must have a sense of humor. There you go. There you go. There you go. I heard Jesus's father is God, right? And yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got a good sense of humor. Okay, Toronto Maple Leaf fans, you get it. Number 4, doesn't smoke or do drugs. Well, I mean, like, is weed considered a drug? Not in Canada. Not really. Not, I get it. Coke, heroin, and, whatever they mix fentanyl with. I get that. So, okay, not a lot of people like smokers. I get it. That's fine. I wonder if Jesus ever had a cigarette. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, late at night, you have a couple jugs of wine, you're shooting the shit there on that long table, and I don't know, like, you're telling me he doesn't smoke weed? No, like, not a quick one? Nah, I don't know. I mean, him and his dad created everything, right? So I don't know. I mean, you'd think he'd have the taste test first, right? But okay. Number 5, must be working, drives, and living independently. Oh boy. Well, you're definitely not going to get anybody under the age of 30. Okay. Okay. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. Driving in Toronto. Yeah. Good luck. Good luck finding a parking space. I suggest if you find a parking space in Toronto that doesn't cost $30 an hour, you should just live there. So there you go. I mean, and then you live independently. There you go. So that's 2 out of the 3. And then, I don't know, you can walk back and forth to your job, and there you go. I mean, Jesus did a lot of walking, so there you go. Number 6, must be able to speak English. Oh boy. Is this a racial thing, or okay? I'm just listen, the whole speaking English, not looking for a plus size woman to hook up. I'm sensing a little bit of an undertone here, but the point is, it's a very distinct list. People have their rules, and hey, why not? You gotta do what you gotta do, right? So it is what it is. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if Mel Gibson is available, but I mean, I think he quit smoking too. So yeah, that could be, all these points here. That could work. Please apply by sending a message. Otherwise, good luck, everyone. See, that's something Jesus would end with. So the point is, ladies and gentlemen, again, I don't know what the point is, but Christian women, I will say this. If you go on like more of a public website, let's say, I don't know, like Facebook dating or POF, the odds of finding a very good Christian man who's not lying about being Christian just to get laid, it's probably not going to happen. So, it'll be tough, but in 2025 to, it probably won't happen. But, again, don't give up. Another profile I came across, I have deep values around joy, playfulness, kindness, respect, openness, and dignity. So far, so good. I'm not into toxic positivity, but I am into living a life where my soul feels as free as possible, as much as possible. Wait, did I read that right? Feels as free as possible, as much as possible. All right, okay. That's possible. Sometimes that freedom is felt on a dance floor or karaoke yell, singing with friends. Can I just stop you right there? Listen, I get it. Like in Toronto, there's a lot of like karaoke bars for some reason. Listen, I get it. You know, if you want to be a singer, you're shit faced. You just want to get the shit out. You know, I like unless I'm watching the last scene in Sopranos, I don't want to hear "Don't Stop Believing." Okay, I get it. The journey keeps going, but you know, let's pick a new song, huh? Okay, but most of you can't sing. You can't. You just, you know, just sit down, finish your drink, you know, watch the Leafs lose. Let's just call it a night, huh? Other times it's playing board games, dominoes. To be honest, I can get a bit competitive. The thread through will always be humor. Also, I like to mess with algorithms. My real age is younger. Okay, so, Okay, so why would she be lying about her age and I don't know, the whole board game thing? This seems a little, I don't know. See, again, ladies and gentlemen, again, I want to give this person a benefit of the doubt, and you know, but then again, this person, you know, you gotta watch out for. I don't know. I mean, there could be some predators online. I don't. Yeah, you don't know. I'm not saying this person is. Not saying, you know, they are, but you know, just saying. You know, we've all seen the Chris Hansen videos there. You know, that one fucking jerk off that, I don't know, for some reason, you know, like he knows he's about to get arrested, but he still wants to get in that last slice of pizza. But, Jesus, I hope that fucker fries. But the point is, yeah, it could be, you know, a simple profile. It could be more complicated. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't want to know. But the point is, always talk to someone. I've always said this. Always talk to someone on the phone before you meet them. You know, get a good sense of who they are. You know, again, you know, I was about to say about the whole predator thing. I mean, if they have kind of a man voice, you know, it could be a guy, but at the same time, it could be. Again, this whole fucking thing confuses me. But the point is, I grew up in the 90s. It's cool. No worries. Just be aware of who you're talking to and just be careful out there, huh? That's all. So there's one profile. And again, a lot of people do not put like a lot of things in their profile. Maybe because they're lazy. Maybe because they don't give a shit. Maybe it's fake profiles. I don't know. But let's see what you guys can make of this one. So all this profile says is hi with about 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, looks like about 9 eyes, and then the letters QT 3.14. Now I believe that's the sign of pi, but cutie pie, is that hi cutie pie? Okay. Listen, again, if you could take you know, this thing a little bit more seriously, that'd be great. I get it. You know, you think you're being clever, and again, maybe this is like one of these joke profiles. Who knows? But it's please don't waste my fucking time. Thank you. Jesus. Another profile says just starts off with BBW. So right off the bat, a lot of women just love to say, "Listen, I'm fat, I'm big, I'm here to." I'm here to do some damage. Fuck it. That's cool. Respect. Ride or die type. If you fucks with me, I fucks with you. Real, loyal as fuck. Honest. I rather hurt you with the truth than keep you happy with a lie. No fake shit here. Positive vibes only. She spelled vibes V-Y-B-Z. I mean, I don't even have to say her nationality, right? Okay. Goal-orientated, ambitious, independent, mother of one. Social media got everybody feeling like they got so many options. You don't. Pay attention to the people who love, value, and hold you down in real life. The internet might make it look like there's plenty of fish in the sea, but most of it ain't worth catching. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I just found my dream girl. I mean, she could be, well, light-skinned. It doesn't matter. The point is, listen, a lot of grammatic errors here, you know, that's cool. Who cares? I don't know. If you listen to my podcast long enough, I mean, I could barely read. But the point is, this isn't bad. This is not that bad. I mean, again, it you know, this is not. I like a BBW. Why not? Ride or die? Fucking, I'm down. Positive vibes. You know, she put the wrong vowel in there. You know, I-E, whatever. The point is, you know, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. And again, ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing wrong with a profile like this. It's honest to the point. It gives you an idea of what she's about, what she's going for. She even gave you some advice. Why can't more people be like this? Why? Because as you listen to the other people before, bitch and complain, oh, I can't get a guy, you should be lucky to have me, blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, a woman like this will have no problems getting a guy. You know, will she be the one in charge? Abso-fucking-lutely. That's why I can't date her. Not because I don't like a woman that takes control. It's because I'm an Aries, and believe me, judging by this profile and the way I am, we would not get along anyway. But I do wish this woman all the best. I really do. And yeah, maybe she has a sister who's a Scorpio. Who knows? But the point is, okay, this is the kind of honesty I'm talking about. Like I said, this woman will have no problems getting a guy and, you know, getting what she wants in life. But you see all the other women here complaining, bitch, you should be lucky to have this puss. No, we shouldn't. Listen, no guy, no girl, nobody should ever bow down to someone else. A good relationship in the end is 50-50. I will live by that. I will die by that. And if you go online and, you know, make yourself known and say, listen, I can't find anybody. Nobody likes me. Ingrown toenail. The point is, just fucking shut up and move on, and you'll find somebody. But the more you complain about it, first of all, you're going to look like fucking, listen. Most people, when they cry and all the mascara is running, it ain't pretty, okay? It's not. And you're looking desperate. You're going online there. Just, do what I do. Have an unsuccessful podcast and just share your stories and just learn and grow from your experiences. That's it. It's really that simple, folks, okay? Now, that's it. No, fuck it. I'll save it for another one. But the point is, have some fun out there. Do what you got to do. Stop bitching and complaining, despite being Gen Z. I'd like to say it gets better, but no, trust me, when you hit 40, it just goes down to shit. Trust me. It really does. Trust me. I got arthritis. I get the fucking random headaches sometimes, most of the times from doing this shit. But the point is, just enjoy life, because do you get another one? I have no idea. I mean, if I look at, these videos, I don't want to have any fucking kids. But the point is, I rather sleep in and be happy. And, I'm patient. I will find somebody I like one day, and, there you go. And that's that. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a mascara-free classic episode, or at least in my mind anyway, of Computer Love, Part 66.
I have told my friends for years that I get so genuinely irritated over the fact that men are so ugly.
Why don't you go back to your home on Whore Island?